Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as the Pope. Let's continue on for last left off. So we're still holding this line against the International. We should be able to hold on. I would like to think indefinitely. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. But otherwise, we are currently invading our way into Iceland here. We're sending troops over to Ireland to help out the Portuguese. Maybe we can get them to capitulate, which will actually give us some sort of base to do some more invasions into the Union of Britain when the time comes. Of course, Portugal is in the Entente, but we really don't care about that too much right now. Okay, we think another French submarine. Beautiful. We don't have any fuel. What's using our fuel right now? Is it the Navy? You know what? You guys can dock. I don't think we need you out right now. Trying to make our way to Belfast. Like, I'm trying to see, like, the British are sending troops here, obviously. That much is clear. The Ottoman Empire has lost their war. Not a huge surprise. But, of course, we do not want Portugal to lose this territory. We at least want to hold it for as long as we possibly can. And how long until you actually get there? 13 days? Is that 13 days? It's not 13 days to get here. Probably 13 days to get to, yeah, RGFX. So just like a week and a half. Not too bad on all things considered. We have a handful of troops in the country. As soon as we're done... Oh, phone. Do not. Please do not. Just give me an alarm right now. I mean, there's a lot of British troops around the area. We'll try to hold whatever ground we can. So I'd like to send more men over here if we get the opportunity to. Of course, we're just having this front line here allows the International to keep wasting a lot of manpower against us, which is nice. I mean, we are losing a lot of men ourselves, though, which is definitely a problem. Like, right now, we're on limited conscription. Probably actually should go to extensive, like, right now. Once we go up to 100 points. Because we do need the manpower. That much is for sure. Yeah, so we'll go up to extensive. We might even go up to certified requirement as fast as possible as well. Once we hit 100 political power again, we'll probably just get that done. Like, what are we building right now? We are building fighters, artillery, basically just some of the basic stuff. But we have so many rifles. The problem is that we just don't have any, like if we had, say, some puppet states, then I would be able to use their manpower to kind of use my rifles. Because right now, what am I going to do with 40,000 rifles? I guess I could give it to the Germans. Like, how many I don't even know why I have 40,000 rifles. That seems like a bit much. How many guns do you guys have? You have 12,000 rifles. Just not horrible. Austria, how many guns? We don't know how many guns you have. Okay. Do you know what? I will start a lend lease. I'm gonna give him like oh, these must be old rifles. Yeah, they're Italian rifles. We will just give you like, let's just say we'll just give you like 4,000 of them. Because you have the manpower to actually use the rifles, which unfortunately I don't. So luckily, is this Canada? Who is this? No, this is India. Okay, India has captured some territory over here in Ireland as well, so that is nice. And with Reykjavik captured, it's not enough actually for the capitulation, so I think we just kind of have to take some random provinces. We'll get them to capitulate. Again, you'll be sent to this front. Now, we might actually lose Genoa, which is unfortunate. Like, again, we don't want to be losing territory here. We want to be wasting all of the International's manpower, which we're doing, but again, we're taking... I mean, it's 5-1 losses, but we still cannot afford that one, is the problem. Because Iceland does not have any other victory points, so they can't really do anything else. I'm trying to think. You have a level 1 fort. You don't. So if you were to attack anywhere, you probably want to hit here. And I don't actually know this. Is there anybody in Dublin? Because there's nobody in Dublin that can open up some opportunities here. Okay, let's go over to this province. And you are now at 21. So it looks like we just have to take like one more province probably, and then we should be good. I mean, Russia is also making some progress, which is very unfortunate. The Cuban Union is not in our faction. I am worried about the Russians. Like, they can definitely get something done. By the way, city, what is that? Is that a, it's a 30% penalty for attack. Spezia is a negative 45. It's definitely slightly better for us. Yeah, there we go. Iceland's capitulated. I think we got like a handful of resistance occupation. Again, I can't really afford to keep this stuff. So you can Germany, you can just have Iceland. Like, I don't think there's anything there. There's 2 civilian factories, but that's okay. We can make do without. You know what? Okay, let's have all of red just be on this front. Because we're going to want to push against this militia once this marine leaves. So do you want me trying to make our way to Dublin? Because we can get to Dublin. I guess Australia is just going to go to the Canadians. Of course, it's popping up because of player-led peace conferences. Yeah, there you go. You can have Australia. Sardinia's landed in the south. So, you know, Ireland has to be pretty close to capitulating. But Bolivia is... If we can make our way to Dublin... I think that's all we need. If we can get to Dublin, we win. We win in Ireland, to be more specific. Brazil is doing some good work for us, which is lovely. Trying to see, like, where else could we... Like, we're here at least. So this is another mountain province, which is nice. And we have 14,000 manpower. Not horrible. But, you know, just the constant attacks that we're getting does make things a little bit complex. Where are you even going? Yeah, please leave Iceland now. Because we don't need to be there. Okay, there's actually somebody guarding Dublin. But with the amount of fronts that these guys probably have, I don't think they'll be living too much longer. Which is nice. Because we got some Portuguese troops down here in Cork as well. You know, Hungary? Yeah, we can have a non-aggression pact. That is A-okay. I don't like how we keep losing territory here. But, I mean, we can really make them bleed for the territory. Like, how much manpower do you guys actually have? You have 400, 200 something, but Germany's over 1 million. One of you guys has to win at some point, and again, getting another front against the French would be ideal. There we go. Dublin fallen. That should, I think, be the end of Ireland. Fantastic. Which means that all these British troops are now completely stuck and could get easily murdered. So the question is, after this, is like, what are we going to do about the British? Because the British are going to be our next targets. We might as well prepare a naval invasion of, let's say, here to here. Like, how many troops does Britain have? They have somewhere between 27 and 93 divisions. That's a lot. We don't have good information here. Where is Amelia? I'm going to end up losing both these provinces, unfortunately. You know what? Let's open up a intelligence agency just for now. We do have the civilian factories to do so. Okay, how long is this battle going to take? 18 days. This one's going to take 9 days, apparently. Like, Austria, I would like if you would be a little bit more effective. Sure, Papua New Guinea, we can be friends. Because, yeah, the British here don't have a fort. Okay, yeah, you sit here, you sit here. If we can cut you off from, like, any, victory points, I think it works pretty well for us. Like, I would like to train more troops. I would like to invade England. But it's going to be difficult. Okay, so we're still holding our ground. Like, I don't know, like, how many troops have I killed of 204,000 Frenchmen, 40,000 Italians, 13,000 British troops. Honestly, that's actually significantly less than I would have expected. I mean, like, a lot of French is fantastic. But we've taken 1.23 million casualties, which is less than ideal. Because we're at war with so many people right now. We mostly have lost troops against the French, but that's not a huge surprise. Like, we are just trying to essentially almost like mill them, so they have no manpower left. I don't want to lose the political party popularity, but getting to the extra research slot probably makes it worth it. Instruction speed goes up a little bit. You know what? Let's go for... because we're getting 90 sensibility. Let's go for the People's Rule. Get the 100 political power so we can go up to the next level of... the next level of recruitment law. You got one city under your control here. I would like to send my navy up to Ireland for now. Because we can get, you know, just even one country out of our, out of the international, that is going to help us. For sure. Because you guys should have no supplies, right? Negative 25% penalty, pretty good. So you're at 84, so you're going to get kicked out. You're at 70%, which is pretty close. You still do own Limerick, so that's going to take a while. That is going to probably do, I think, with a little bit of supplies. That's the reason you're not hitting, I think, the full negative 33. Needle launcher. I mean, what year? It's 1940. Let's get the better research boost. It's already June. Probably a little bit late to even be getting this. Could have had it a while ago. Once you're done here, you push into this province. You're trying to invade Ireland, Lowlands, the Bismarck Sea. Like, most of these areas don't matter to us. I think Bismarck Sea is even in, it's in the Pacific, which doesn't make a huge difference for us. Okay, there's a lot of guys in that city, so you don't want to necessarily just immediately invade. And what we want to do is we want to land in somewhere in Britain, give the territory over to the Germans, which will allow the German AI to send troops over there. Oh, you guys actually, the Austrians actually pushed their way into a territory. That actually helps us out a lot, actually, because it does shrink our front lines down a decent amount. Yeah, I know we don't have the resources here, but that's okay. We don't need war propaganda right now. I mean, it gives us attack and defense core territory, but I don't think any of this stuff is considered core. So it is kind of meaningless. Okay, so Bolivia has capitulated. Fantastic news. Is Limerick a big fort? No, we're just not actually in the battle yet. Okay. Because once we start to engage, we should be able to beat them back. Since apparently we have air superiority, which does help us out a decent amount. Again, like, I would like to use troops anywhere else. So we have 10%. So we still have some manpower left to, I I guess that'd be a good reason to get the mobilization speed up. You know what, let's get some more propaganda just for the war support. And with a spy, first things first, I think we want to get just a, you need 10, so never mind. Just get something in the army department. We'll recruit a new operative, probably put him into Britain here. And where is my navy? You are here now. So I'm just curious. You are abandoned. That is an empty port. Okay, that is wonderful news. We can land our way into England. Or I guess Scotland. Well, we can make some progress there, which is lovely. So once we are done with this, I did delete the invasion plan. That is entirely my fault. So get that there. Like, it shouldn't take too long, right? No, only 14 days. We do need the manpower. But I mean, like, what's your defense? Like, 700 defense. I mean, 300 is a little bit weak, but, you know, 700, 800 defense with air support, encryption bonuses. Like, we are doing pretty well. Like, if France wants to waste all of their manpower against us, look at Lancaster, 9 to 28,000. I feel like those are pretty good numbers for us. 132,000 against 11,000 dead. Like, these are good. But it is just kind of like a meat grinder. Until the point where they don't have any more manpower left. That's when we can really strike. Doing some trials, that doesn't benefit me at all. Felix capitulated. Okay, that's less than ideal, because that is going to mean that a lot of Russian troops can now start moving into Eastern Europe. Which is one thing that we do want to avoid. Because Russia, they have a lot of men. They have no manpower, but they do have a lot of men. Is Mexico actually in the International? No, they're not. They have volunteers and they got some puppet states, but they're not actually in the. They're not actually officially in the war right now, which is interesting. So we can do a research again. 1940. You know, let's just go for like a 1941 industry tech. I think that seems okay. Do you have air superiority or naval superiority here? You do. Okay, lovely. I guess we're gonna go here, rush our way towards Lake Glasgow, maybe towards yeah, there are some troops here, but again, I don't think there's anybody in this port. And of course, we're gonna try to get this territory to the Germans right away, so they can maybe send some troops over. Okay, so you immediately drive to Glasgow, so we are not considered in control until we own that city. And now we are considered a straight controller. Okay, so Germany. I'm going to give you control of Lanark, I guess. There you go. So now you have some incentive to be over here. So please, please make your way this way. Yeah, we already see some German troops are moving their way in. We don't need this plan anymore. I mean, if we can move our way in as much as we possibly can. It looks like you're actually just leaving. Which should leave there being no ports in Scotland. So actually, this has been a pretty decent initial invasion, I would say. So come down to England. Like, how many troops does Britain have? Again, somewhere between 30 and 50. You are here. Like, this line doesn't exist. Like, you don't need to be up here. As soon as we take this city, just deploy to this front. I'm just hoping that German troops arrive. Like, we can see some of them moving, but Are they moving to Scotland? That is the question. I mean, again, the answer is I hope so. I hope they're moving to Scotland. If Britain wants to keep doing naval invasions over here, though, I won't say no to that. Okay, we got some British troops arriving now. Okay. So with our troops in position, again, we got some German guys flooding in. I think this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, click some down. Want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.